Hey guys, this is an update of my video when I was making a shockwave totem elementalist. I have now actually transitioned into my final build, which is the mining version of Poison Bladefall. So just a quick glance of my build tree. Grabbing Skitter and Runsoon. Grabbing these two, heading back over here to get these, filling out the damage nodes, filling out the life nodes. I unspec'd out of this, unspec'd out of this, and basically the build's been great. So without further ado, I'll show you what it actually plays like and what it actually feels like. The build is actually okay. I have also since gotten Liege of the Primordial, and my older video, unfortunately I made a mistake of saying that it was 140%. I got confused with the buff effect. It's actually 80% ignite damage and 40% poison damage. Still worth it. I believe it's much better than that for Ignite and this. So, let's play the build. The build is 5-1 right now. It uses much less mana than my old build. And because I'm using Obliteration, when mobs die, they have a chance to Abyssal Cry everything around them, which has my Prolif, and because it's doing percentage health base, if you're soloing, this basically clears the whole screen. If you're not soloing and you're playing party play, I highly recommend you grab Benos, because Benos proliferates your poison damage. And when you proliferate the poison damage, it's not as good as the explosion because it's smaller in AoE, but it does guarantee faster clear in party play. So as you can see, that's my party play. It also grants you Boiling Blades. As you can see, go like that. Do the Butcher from Diablo 2. The sticky armpits. And everything just, can't stand the smell and dies. So right now, as you can see, like I'm just basically not caring. However, if right now my mana's fine, on a 6th link it might not be fine. So getting something like a Divinarius, which gives you mana on kill, will definitely help you solve some mana issues if you are, playing and most people can save up for Divinarius, it's not too hard. If you can't, you can also grab a spell damage wand with
this way, Exile.
Spell damage wand with basically defensive stats. That's one of the things you have to look up for bloodlines, corrupting bloodlines. I'll do that later. Let's continue. Although, one last item you could get, which is definitely extremely good, is a Darkseer. On a 6th link, you will definitely encounter mana issues, and this completely solves it, and it gives you the best stat, which is increased damage, global damage. So that's 48%, includes the initial hit, the ignite damage, and the poison damage. It doesn't proliferate the poison, but that's where your proliferate from your conflux will come in handy. Their speed slows down a little bit, but it is a safer option. So, 4 weapons. And if you want to look extremely gangster, you can also use I believe it's called Singularity, although it's not as good, in my opinion, because you have to stand beside the character, or the monster. Oh, for now I'm just gonna go over here. This is one boss, and then I'm just gonna go like instant dead, doesn't really matter. Pretty much happens to all bosses that are not T9 and above. Go over here, and everything just dies. That's my build, guys. So let's quickly go over what's necessary for my build. What's necessary? You have to be a witch. My build really revolves around Conflux and Beacon of Ruin. I chose for Liege of the Primordial because Flame Golem is unkillable on a +2 health. It's immune to all elemental damage. And it basically has 14k life. And I've never had to resummon it. In fact, when there's Perendus mobs, my Animate Guardian died last time and my Flame Golem was still like 80% HP. So let's quickly, since this is a build guide, go over how I leveled my build. I leveled my build as Shockwave Totem, so I ended up going out like this originally. So I went here, and then I instantly grabbed this life. And I went over here, grabbed this life, came over here, got these 2 life points over here. Then I played Shockwave Totem. I was playing Shockwave Totem here, still playing Shockwave Totem, so oops. Went here, got these. Sorry, I don't know why it's not doing that. Grab these. I only got this 1 point here after I respec and ended up getting an Animate Guardian. So from here, I got these nodes. These nodes. I had mana issues as Totem, so I got these and these. I have actually since respec out of those 2. However, I keep going. Come down here, grab the life nodes here. Entropy does more damage because it's basically doing a double dip on poison and ignite, which is extremely good. I went over here, grab these life nodes here, and then at this point I ended up getting these crit nodes as well, and this is where I actually respec this exact tree. I respected to Playfall Mines, so I ended up unspecking out of all of this, and then after I unspec'd out of all of this, I got these 3 nodes. I had issues with Dex because Playfall requires quite a bit of Dex, so I ended up picking up that, unspecking out of these crit nodes, picked this up to connect it, unspec'd out of this. Came over here, instantly grabbed Clever Construction, and then additional mines here, and additional mines here. And then right now, I'm heading down here, to grab Potency of Will. I'm going to be getting Skittering Runes, and then Constitution. Then I'm going to come over here, grab Life Regen, and Growth and Decay. Once I've done that, I have to fill in these trap damage nodes, 9 damage nodes. So at this point I'm at a 108 build. Be sure to get Oak for life and kill the rest. I actually need to grab like 20 regrets so I can respec out of cast speed, because I originally thought that Shockwave Totem would be able to do T9 and above, but the damage is just lacking in party play, so I had to respec, and I usually play with my brother, so I ended up having to respec out of Shockwave Totem. So at this point here, you would just fill these out, and afterwards I highly recommend going over here to pick up for 2 points, either pick up the reduced mana, because at this point you... Oh, sorry. I totally forgot to mention that you need to get Whisper of Doom. So at this point, I highly recommend you coming over here. So it's 119. You basically have 2 levels left, and grab just that reduced mana as your last level. And you would have 1 more level left. So maybe pick up the select node, 122 points. That would be the level 100 build. Okay, so basically that is my skill setup. Oh, the links. I'm pretty sure I went over this. Remote mine, concentrated. If I haven't, I'm just gonna double up just to be safe. And my 6th link is actually gonna be hypothermia because Conflux gives us chilled no matter what, and it's proliferating. And on a boss, if it's a solo boss, you would take this out. You would take out hypothermia because you might not be able to shock. And you can either roll, if this is blue, you can actually use controlled destruction or minefield. If it's green, you can use rapid decay. Now rapid decay might not sound as good because it doesn't scale the initial bladefall hit. However, it does scale both the ignite and poison damage, and it has a higher multiplier. So it has a higher multiplier than hypothermia. Oh wait, no, it's the same multiplier. But it doesn't require you to have chilled the ground, or not chilled the ground. Another way is you could, technically keep hypothermia and then use an aquamarine flask. I was playing around with it because you do have a lot of curse effectiveness plus your anime guardian. It does make for quite an insane amount of slow, and if you are planning to go hypothermia, I recommend grabbing a singularity just to look extra gangster. Yes and no, but mainly if you grab a singularity, we'll show you what singularity looks like with extreme high curse effectiveness. So these mobs are gonna come. Singularity is only move speed, so as you can see, these mobs can't even get close to me. and they're dead. It's really preference. So here's the recommended weapons that you have albinos, you have a singularity, divinarius, Darkseer for mana issues, and divinaris for mana issues if you have. Otherwise, obliteration, great for clear speed, extremely good for clear speed. Benos, extremely good for clear speed. Darkseer, extremely good for bosses. And that is pretty much my build video. I hope you've enjoyed my video. And
take care.
If you decide to try this build with traps or a different type of totem, go ahead. Just make sure you grab a pair of self-bounds and use the poison or any type of 100% guaranteed dot to get the odd kill effect for Complex. Anyways, this is Alo, and thank you for watching my video.